Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A Deacon throws a party. Nick's proposal is rejected by Brooke. Taylor is tricked by Ridge. After Brooke Logan turns down Nick Marone's proposal, Deacon Sharp will throw a party, according to spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful. Let's discuss what lies ahead on B&B, as Rich Forrester will likewise deceive Taylor Hayes. Nick will use an engagement ring box to surprise Brooke at work during the week. Nick will attempt to persuade Brooke to marry him and begin a new chapter after he opens it and displays the bling. Ridge, though, has Brooke's heart. Ridge might not be able to give Nick the kind of commitment he wants after the way she saved Brooke in Italy. While Ridge sits Taylor down for a crucial conversation, it looks like Brooke will turn down Nick's proposal of marriage. Ridge might intend to share with Taylor the kiss he shared with Brooke following his life-saving intervention. Plans don't always work out on soap operas, of course. Ridge may decide not to follow through on his kiss confession, and even if he does, Taylor can claim it was a heat-of-the-moment moment. In any case, Taylor will say it's time to send Brooke in a different direction and won't remove her engagement ring. Deacon will have a party at Il Giardino later. There will be some kind of celebration, which might include a party to honor Liam Spencer's survival or the success of Forrester's trip to Italy. Even though Grace Buckingham was operating a hoax, Liam found it all to be quite real. Even though there was never any risk of Liam developing cancer, the fact that he is not dying of it is nevertheless cause for celebration. Naturally, Liam did come dangerously close to death when he confronted Luna Nozawa at the beach house. Thankfully, Liam survived and will now continue to enjoy life to the fullest. Bill Spencer will lose it as soon as he receives information about every aspect of the scheme. Bill will display glimmers of his evil side and promise to ensure Grace pays for this. Lee Finnegan will next be questioned by Sheila Sharp over her motivation for fabricating her granddaughter's death. Now that she has seen Luna for herself, Sheila will feel relieved, but she will need to hide. Sheila will be in a difficult situation over the week since she can't avoid Lee's house. Sheila might insist on helping Lee take care of Luna, and they will both eventually have questions when Luna comes out of her coma. This can cause Sheila to conceal a significant secret, which could ultimately harm her marriage. Since Ridge will be slow to get back together romantically, Brooke will be stuck yearning for him. That will be because Ridge is worried that his announcement may upset Taylor and result in a medical setback. Bill targets Grace. Lee tells Sheila. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint to some surprises and turns. Sheila Carter Sharp will be given an explanation by Lee Finnegan. Bill Spencer meanwhile vows to discipline Grace Buckingham. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera, as you continue reading. Let's begin with Lee, who staged the killing of Luna Nozawa. To care for Luna, the doctor took a leave of absence from his job. But she didn't anticipate being caught by surprise. Sheila will be ecstatic to see Luna's unconscious body now. Sheila will have questions though as the shock wears off. Sheila asks why Lee bothered to save Luna in a preview clip. Although Lee has always harbored animosity against Luna, the grandma is appreciative. Lee might then place Sheila in a precarious situation. Lee will never be forgiven if the truth is revealed now. Sheila also wants Luna to succeed because she loves her. Sheila may therefore have to decide after finding out Lee's strategy for when Luna awakens. In order to give Luna another chance at life, would she preserve Lee's secret? Or will she risk Luna's death by telling everyone the truth? Sheila could normally ask Deacon Sharp for guidance. However, she is unable to inform her spouse of this. Deacon becomes furious when the killer's name is mentioned. Sheila will therefore have to deal with this moral conundrum alone. According to previews for the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill comes home after seeing Katie Logan. At that point, Liam Spencer and Hope Logan ambush him. Bill will plan retaliation after they inform him that Grace misrepresented Liam's brain tumor. Hospital emergency frequently interrupt John Finnegan. Kelly Spencer nearly drowned as a result, but Sheila saved the young girl's life. What happens if Finn is on his way to take Grace to the police station when he receives an urgent call from the hospital? I saw Bill stepping in and offering to take care of it so Finn could start working. But keep an eye out since Bill probably has other ideas, especially after he says he will make her pay. What is the plot thread you are most excited to follow? Lee explains Sheila's moral quandary and Bill's vindictive vow. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint at some unexpected turns and surprises. Lee Finnegan owes Sheila Carter Sharp an explanation to start. Bill Spencer promises to inflict pain on Grace Buckingham in the meanwhile. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera. As you continue reading, let's start with Lee, who had no intention of anyone discovering her secret. Sheila, however, found that beyond that curtain was a comatose Luna Nozawa. Sheila will initially be ecstatic to see her granddaughter alive. Be prepared for Sheila to press Lee for answers after the shock has subsided. Sheila asks the good doctor why she saved Luna in a footage that will be released next week. Lee wasn't afraid to express her contempt and mistrust of Luna, after all. However, Lee can place Sheila in a difficult predicament if she receives the information. Nobody will ever comprehend what Lee is doing for Luna, particularly in light of what the young lady has done to Lee's family members. Lee will thus request that Sheila conceal Luna's existence. For the time being, however, Sheila will face a difficult moral conundrum as a result. The one person she typically confides in is unaware of Luna's existence. Deacon Sharp actually loses it whenever Luna's name is brought up. What is Sheila going to decide? When Bill Spencer returns home, Liam Spencer and Hope Logan are still in disbelief, according to spoilers for the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam lashes out at his father over Grace's disclosure right away. Naturally, Bill will seek his own retribution. Bill might easily inquire as to Grace's current location. Bill could try to follow up with Hope and Liam when they explain that John Finn Finnegan took Grace to the police station. If Finn were to receive an emergency call from the hospital and had to leave, it would be exactly like the soap opera. Grace would vanish when Bill offered to turn her up to the police. Bill appears to be in his fix-it phase. It appears that Bill has been working to repair and reform troubled people lately. However, this might be the final straw for Bill. Could Grace's plan make Bill the vindictive antagonist we all know and love again? Lee is questioned by Sheila over Luna's survival. As Liam Spencer's news infuriates Bill Spencer, The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Sheila Sharp will question Lee Finnegan regarding Luna Nozawa's survival. At the Spencer mansion, Liam and Hope Logan were recently given a huge shock when John Finn Finnegan made Grace Buckingham confess to fabricating Liam's cancer diagnosis and the subsequent treatment. Bill will be caught off guard as Liam and Hope explain everything, since it appears that he will receive updates on the show. Liam will point out that Grace prescribed medicines to make Bill believe he was becoming sicker, but Bill won't comprehend how this is possible. In addition to the fake scans, Grace was able to persuade Liam that time was running out. Naturally, that ultimately resulted in Grace giving Bill this miraculous fix and earning $1 million for it. Grace's reasons won't matter to Bill, who will make it plain that she is going along with this. Grace has already gone to the police station to confess her misdeeds, but would resentful Dollar Bill be satisfied with that, or will he demand more retribution? Having peeled back the curtain to expose Luna, Sheila will be shocked. Sheila will have many questions for Lee regarding Luna's condition, and the reason she saved her because she was taken aback when she saw her unconscious grandchild. Even while Lee acknowledges that her connection with Luna has been tense lately, she still has fond memories of the kind young child she used to be. Lee believes that Luna lost her way because she was set up for failure by Papi Nozawa's poor parenting. Lee has been nursing Luna back to health behind closed doors because she wants to provide her with the support she needs right now. Lee might be hesitant to have another person engaged in all of this, but Sheila might be adamant about helping. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will soon come out of her coma, therefore she will be treated to some surprises. Lee's lies and the truth about all of Grace. For a brief while, Liam and Hope were afraid of Grace's visit. Had the cancer returned? Is Liam's death imminent? Imagine how relieved they were to learn that Liam is doing well. This is not a tumor. Hold on, no tumor. For a brief while, they praised Grace and assumed that the cancer had been eradicated. She does miracles. An angel. A saint. A hero. When Finn shut that down, you can imagine how shocked they were. Stop gushing about the good doctor. You can only imagine how shocked they were when Grace began to open up. Liam never developed cancer. She ran with it, combining the symptoms of his brain hemorrhage with scans from another patient. She conned both him and his father. All of it was a huge deception. Liam was taken aback. He couldn't believe how caught off guard he was. She says he didn't have brain cancer, but what? He underwent the operations and exhibited every symptom. He did indeed. In order to cure him, Grace gave him medications to make him ill. It was only a moment before Hope and Liam understood the reason: money. Similar to what Reese did with Beth. For financial gain, the Buckinghams continued to torture them. Liam launched an angry attack, but fortunately for Grace, Finn intervened and restrained him. Then Grace spilled the entire vile story. Reese was solely to blame for this. When Reese's debtors started pursuing her and her family, she took the action she did to protect them. They must understand, surely? Not at all. Absolutely not. Hope lost it, read the document for dirt, and slapped her across the face. Here there would be no mercy. Feeling desperate and ashamed, Grace volunteered to do the right thing and surrender. After that, Finn pulled her away and took her to the police station, leaving Liam and Hope to handle the fallout.